Hey guys, what's up? To watch this video here for Monday, July 26th. We got what, 5 trading days left in July. SPY breaking out to new all-time highs. The market has been just stupid strong. Low volume though, and if you go to 5-minute candles, I don't know if you can tell by looking at it, but just kind of after the first hour and a half, it was almost a slow sideways grind for everything. And I think I tweeted something like, "Why is the market so slow?" It almost feels like a July Friday afternoon, which is exactly what it was, right? So you get that in the summer. I still think we're doing a great job in the chat room of rooting out the high flyers and the ones that are in play. Speaking of which, I'm going to go right to the watch list because I got something to do. So this is going to be short and sweet tonight. NRXP, just another strong day. It's certainly extended, but I'm a day trader, so I'm going to keep it on watch. I'm in cash every night, as you guys know. Seed, SEED, big pop back here. Kind of a kind of a secondary pop here, and then tried to break out on Friday and gave most of it back, but decent volume. It's enough for me to keep a close eye on it. And keep in mind that big volume spike on Friday still only got it to 1.76 million shares on the day, so it's definitely a thinner stock. APT was in my video going into Friday, the video for Friday, and although I don't have a hey, here's where I called it type entry, I made most of my money on this nice little breakout on Friday, but I didn't give a specific call in chat that I could have got out of my mouth in time because it happened pretty quickly when it broke the early high here, and you had Friday's high or Thursday's high above. This was the entry, right through that early high. I also, when it started to come back down, mentioned it as a pullback play. So some of you may have taken the FIs buy zone, area pullback, and even then it was a huge trade from there. So. We're going to watch that again tomorrow. Nice volume. It's a mask play. That's the only part that depresses me because it tells me that more and more, you're hearing more and more mask stories. This company or this school mandating masks again. So, to me, that's never a good thing, right? But anyway, EVLV has only been trading for 5 or 6 sessions. A big pop on Friday, but closing well off its highs. I want to keep my eyes on that. NAOV made what you call a stupid move from 71 cents to $2.72. It never made it easy because you see all the gaps here. It was one of those what we call a serial halter, and I think they based the formula, the halt formula, on a 10% move within so many minutes, and they halt it up or down, right? And what happened was, I think they based it off of probably the previous day's closing price, which was 73 cents. So it took like a 7-cent move in 5 or 10 minutes to halt this thing, right? Hopefully the formula will be different going into, and I don't know, don't quote me on that. I'm not sure how they calculate it, but hopefully that formula will be a little bit different and maybe give a decent setup this week sometime without all the halting, right? LHDX, just happened to stumble across this one as I was looking at stuff trade on Friday, put it in my notes. And it's interesting because you had this pop back here that was 11 million shares. And it ran from 850 to 1015. Kind of sideways ever since, but a little bit of extra volume. It's subtle, but you can see it. And topped out at 870 on Friday. So the daily chart looks pretty good, but it also feels like almost nobody's watching it. I like to put all my efforts and focus on stuff that is something I would call recently in play. I'm not so sure that one qualifies, right? SPRT, big pop on Thursday, but gave most of it back and then put an inside day on Friday. So you have Friday's high and Thursday's high as potential catalyst for this one, so I do like the looks of that chart. We're going to watch it. Didn't type that right. XAIR, big 3-day rip and then 2 days lower on declining volume. We're going to keep an eye on that one. SGOC, after the crazy move, then you had a little bit of a bounce, kind of bear flagged and rolled over. But you know what? We've got 4 red days in a row now. A little bit of a bottoming tail and kind of held the 20-day. So I think this one is interesting as a bounce play going into Monday. So I'm going to keep that one on watch. And then lastly, this is a bizarre chart too, CEMI. You had this big breakout. Then the next day kind of gapped down and ripped. That's not an errant tick. It actually did that. I'll show you 15-minute candles here. So this was the day, gapped down, ripped, and then ripped again, halted, and then broke out. And look at that. It's been ever since that. You think shorts are in big trouble there? It's been bleeding lower ever since. So I don't love it because you have a ton of people, what you'd call bag holders, right, from the last couple of days. But at the same time, I'm able to look at this and say, you know what, Thursday, this thing printed 734 and went out and actually broke below 3 at one point on Friday. So I do think this is maybe in the very short term overdue for a nice snapback bounce. It is definitely a bizarre chart any way you look at it. And I'm going to leave it at that. I didn't find a lot this weekend. Sometimes when the market just grinding higher, you don't get a lot of great setups because, I like to play the stuff that's in play, recent high flyers or morning gappers, and then look for the A plus intraday setups. And we'll see what happens. But hopefully there'll be some nice gappers on Monday morning to add to this list. And I'll see y'all in the chat room in the morning.